focused on the political scene in Arkansas.
Welcome back to Capitol View, everybody. I'm Bob Clausen in for David Goins. We are talking with Arkansas Senior Senator Mark Pryor, who was locked in a campaign that many say is one of the most watched Senate campaigns in the country against Congressman Tom Cotton. Let's go back to, well, something that's actually kind of bubbled up here in Arkansas. It's been the conversation about the southern border immigration. And it's been kind of something that's been over there. But now there have been some rallies here in Arkansas and people saying that something needs to be done. Senator Reed, again, another person that a lot of folks here would say they would like to see you disassociate yourself with, says the border's secure, we don't need to worry about it. Well, what happens when all of a sudden these folks make their way up to Arkansas and then they start stressing out our system here?
Yeah. Well, you know what? We do need to worry about our border. Now, we've spent more on border security. Starting in 2004, we've ramped up border security. We have a much more secure border today than we did 10 years ago. It's not perfect, and we all know that we need some work there. The other thing about this issue is we can focus on the border, and that's obviously very important, but we also need to focus on the humanitarian crisis and why this is going on. And the truth is that these countries in what I would call Latin America, Central America, Honduras, Guatemala, Costa Rica, some of these countries, I think those three countries, if I remember my statistics right, those three countries have like three of the top 5 murder rates in the entire world in those countries. Children, the parents feel like their children aren't safe. There's a ton of lawlessness, rape, drugs, lots of problems there. And the reason they're coming here is partly because they're being snookered by some organized crime people who say, hey, if you get your children into the United States, they can't kick them out, they'll stay. That's not true. We will kick them out and we will return them. And I do support this effort to speed up the process and get them back. But we have to recognize that when we do export them back out of the United States, they should never have been here in the first place, we could be putting them in a pretty jeopardy situation. So I think that what you see is a lot of humanitarian organizations like churches, et cetera, coming out and saying, hey, let us keep them, let us take responsibility. So this is still a little bit developing, and certainly the border is one very important issue. I disagree with anyone that says that it's not important. It's very important. And then, you know, we need to also look at what's going on in those home countries.
Harry Reid, though, says it's secure. You agree with him?
I don't agree. The border, I would say the border is not secure. Like I said, it's better, but it's not as good as it should be. In fact, the Senate passed about a year ago a comprehensive immigration bill. It was bipartisan. It got 70-something votes. That is the toughest border security measure the Congress has ever passed. Now, the House hadn't passed it yet. They won't bring it up. But still, the Senate has passed it. It's over in the House. And hopefully they'll, you know, hey, make changes, make some additions, corrections, whatever, but get something passed and let's try to work it out.
I want to talk about your dad real quick. Your dad, Mom, very active in your campaign. They're out making sure a number of things get out to the voting public. One thing that you're involved to is